extended form. In extended form, we write the number. Yeah, exactly.
صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي زدني علما وألحقني بالصالحين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, guys. How are you all? So
Assalamualaikum, sir.
today we are going to discuss the rest of the questions. Three questions we have discussed. Okay. Why did the prince come to the river? The prince come to the river for a swim. For a swim. Or the prince come to the river for swimming. Why were the sparrows so happy? The sparrows were so happy because the mother sparrow had laid eggs in spring. How did the sparrows know what had happened to the eggs? So the sparrows know, okay, the father sparrow saw a snake slithering into a hole, a snake slithering into a hole at the base of the tree. He learned that the eggs had been stolen by the snake. He learned that the eggs had been stolen by the snake. What was the owl's plan? The owl's plan was to get rid of the horrid snake. And the plan was that the sparrows should the sparrows will steal the necklace of the prince and drop it down in the hole of the snake, and then the soldiers will come and they will kill the snake. And why did the guards chase the sparrow? The guards chased the sparrow to bring back the necklace of the prince. And number F is, was the owl wise? Yes, the owl was wise. Yes, the owl was wise. So these were the answers if you wanted them or if you want them. Okay, so they are just in front of you. Why did the sparrows know? Sorry, how did the sparrows know what had happened to the eggs? The sparrows learned, okay, by seeing a snake slithering into a hole, that their eggs had been stolen by the snake. What was the owl's plan? The owl's plan was to what? To kill the snake by the soldiers or by the guards. And why did the guards chase the sparrow? The guards chased the sparrow to get back the prince's necklace. Was the owl wise? Yes, the owl was wise. Now we are coming towards B, okay, and we had used them. One of the many liked nothing better, horrid, and most upset, and thanks to the arrival. And then we have C. C is over here about the articles. So articles are parts of speech that they are going to count. They are going to make common nouns proper. Okay. And we use A with the nouns that they are started with the consonant words. They are started with the consonant words. And we use N with the words that they are started, or with the nouns they are started with vowels, or they are just giving the vowel sounds. For example, honest, honest. So honest is started with H. It is not started with A, E, I, O, U, but it gives the sound of what? The vowels, honest. So that is why we use he is an honest man. Our, oh, come here after an hour. So all these things, they are what? They we use them, okay, according to the rules. And there is another thing, that is the. So the is called definite article. A and N, they are called indefinite articles, and the is called definite articles. So definite article we use with the countries, with the seasons, okay, and whenever we want to show the total, the entire class of the animals, we use the, okay. So that was the thing, boys. Now we are coming towards the exercise, and that is over here. Can you see the exercise? So this is the story. Once upon a time, there lived a king who was a fine man. The kingdom he ruled was very large. Okay, so there is no article. Okay, in this cross sign we have no article. The kingdom he ruled was very large. Okay, and all people who lived in it were happy and prosperous. Okay, and all the people you can use over here, all the. Once upon a time, a king who was a fine man, the kingdom he ruled was very large, and all the people who lived in it were happy and prosperous. One day, a great flood of water. So, water is uncountable noun. We cannot use any article over here. Okay. So, one day, a great flood of water came pouring down from the mountains, and swept away the palace and most of the city. And most of the city. Many of many of the people were drowned. Okay, many of the people were drowned, but the king sent army. Mute yourself, Ismail.
Yes, sir.
So one day a great flood of water came pouring from the mountains and swept away the palace and most of the city. Many of the people were drowned, but the king sent his army and carried some of them to what? To high grounds. Okay, to high grounds. So there is no article. There is no article. In this way, in this way, okay, he saved many people from the death. Okay, so in this way, he saved many people from the death. So in the first blank, we have once upon a time, there lived a king, okay? A fine man. He was what? A fine man. The kingdom he ruled was very large. The people who lived in it were happy and prosperous. One day, a great flood of water came pouring down from the mountains and swept away the palace. So over here, okay, and in this blank there is no article. In the upper blank there is no article. So in most of the city, and swept away the palace and most of the city. Many of the people were drowned, but the king sent his army and carried some of them to high ground. In this way, he saved many people from the death. From the death. Okay, now using who or which. they are called relative pronouns, okay? And who, remember, we use who for animals or human beings. We use who for animals or human beings, and we use which for things or small animals. Which for small animals and things, and who is used for big animals and humans. Who has a possessive that is called whose, and who has an objective that is called whom. So remember, guys, join the following sentences with who or which. Remember that we usually use who for people and which for things. As I had earlier mentioned, okay, we use who for human beings, for people or big animals. And we use which for things and small animals. So, this is the man who gave me a cycle. Remember, whenever you are going to join or connect them, so you will replace this he with who. This is the man who gave me a cycle. So this sentence is now a complete sentence. This sentence is called a complex sentence. This sentence is called what? A complex sentence. This is the man who gave me a cycle. This is the cycle which what? He gave me. Which he gave me. Now you cannot replace this he with which, because over here which is referring back to the cycle, not to the man. So the man will stay there as he is. Okay, this is the cycle which he gave me, which he gave me. Number third is this is the girl. Now you can see, okay, and you should know it, that this is the girl. The girl is replaced over here with who. This is the girl who came to my house last week. Who came to my house last week. So you will have to remove the she and put who over here. You will have to remove the she and put what? Put who, okay, instead of she. Then the sentence will be connected and the sentence will called complex sentence. These are these are the men. These are the men. Remember, man is singular and men is plural. These are the men. So mute yourself, Ismail. So these are the men who are building a wall around the house. Who are these men? These are the men who are building a wall around the house. So you will replace this they with what? With who. So these were the sentences, guys. Just note down them, okay? Just note down them in your notebooks, or just put the words and then rewrite them in your notebooks, okay? So these are the fill in the blanks. They are already filled with the articles. Note them and do as it is done over there in your in your books, and then copy them to your notebooks. And then you will have to replace these words as we have done over here. You will write them, rewrite them as it is over here. You will remove he with who, okay, and then the next sentence you will write it as it is. This is the cycle which he gave me. Now the third one sentence you will write it like this. This is the girl who then no need to write she. Okay, who came to pay to my house last week. These are the men. Then who, okay, these are the men who are building a wall around the house. So these are the things you all you have to do is to note them and then rewrite them in your notebook. And now these things, they are related to what? They are related to the pronunciation. Okay, note the way the word note the way words are pronounced. The last part of the word upon is said with more force or stress. Upon. Okay, upon. So stressed syllables and unstressed syllables. Stressed syllables are those syllables that we can recognize them as we pronounce them, and they will be pronounced twice. They will be pronounced what? Twice. Okay, sparrow. So you can see that the sparrow, the first syllable of the word, okay, is, or the letter sparrow is stressed, sparrow. Now read the following words aloud. They are all from the story you have read, and make the stressed syllable and then read the words aloud. River, river. So this is the first two words. Peaceful, peaceful. Plenty, plenty. Hollows, hollows. Favorite, favorite. Swimming, swimming. Dusty, dusty. Better, suddenly, suddenly. Slithering, slithering. Fluttering, fluttered, fluttered. Listened, listened. So these were the things, okay, that we were to do. Just note them down in your notebooks, and if anyone is having any question, okay, we're here to answer. If anyone's having any question, I'm here to answer. Anyone with a question? Okay, boys, just note these. Okay, fill these blanks, then rewrite these sentences, and then the next word, question number D, is all about the language, about the pronunciation. Do it, and if you have any question, I'm over here to answer. And if you do not have any question, then I will have to take the attendance. Thank you so much. No question? Okay, have a good day.